Okay, massive news for Xbox fans as Microsoft wins its FTC case to buy Activision Blizzard. This is massive for Xbox, it's massive for Microsoft. It's not the final endgame, but it is a massive win for Microsoft in their pursuit to finally acquire Activision Blizzard King. Let's find out more about it. So Tom Warren was reporting this on Twitter, I noticed, and was just announced it here. And here it is. Microsoft wins FTC fight to buy Activision Blizzard. FTC versus Microsoft is over. So let's just quickly summarize what this is about. Obviously, Microsoft were planning to buy Activision Blizzard in a $68 billion deal. And that's got to go to various market and competition authorities around the world. Most of them have approved the deal. However, the UK CMA did not approve the deal, and the FTC are suing to prevent the deal from going through. Now, under the merger agreement between Microsoft and Activision Blizzard for this $68 billion deal is that the transaction would be complete by, I think, by July the 18th. Basically had to be done by July the 18th. Now, the FTC in America decided to preempt that and put an injunction in place to prevent Microsoft and Blizzard from completing the deal anyway before the FTC gets to sue them in August. Well, it is that case, it is that injunction trying to deny Microsoft and Activision Blizzard closing the deal that has been won in favor of Microsoft. What this means next is still unclear, but it is absolutely a massive win for Microsoft. A Californian judge is allowing Microsoft to close its acquisition of Activision Blizzard after 5 days of grueling testimony. Microsoft still faces an ongoing antitrust case. So that is the case the FTC is bringing in August against Microsoft for, to prevent this kind of merger from taking place. As I said, the purpose of this case was to prevent them from actually completing the deal before the FTC antitrust case could take place. All the details of the case here, so it should be up here, the actual official announcement. But obviously, Tom at The Verge has gone and done the main business here. In the ruling submitted today, Judge Corley said the following. Microsoft's acquisition of Activision has been described as the largest in tech history. It deserves scrutiny. That scrutiny has paid off. Microsoft has committed in writing, in public, and in the court to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation for 10 years on parity with Xbox. So this is a judge in America basically acknowledging that what Microsoft are saying in terms of their commitment to Call of Duty and bringing it to PlayStation and all of that is that she considers that commitment in writing, in public and in court enough. It made an agreement with Nintendo to bring Call of Duty to Switch and has entered several agreements for the first time bringing Activision's content to several cloud gaming services. So that's GeForce Now, Boosteroid, Ubitus and some others. This court's responsibility in this case is narrow. Okay, so it wasn't a massive, broad thing it had to focus on. Basically, it had to decide if, notwithstanding these current circumstances, the merger could be halted or perhaps even terminated pending that FTC case, which is coming up in August. For the reasons explained, the court finds the FTC has not shown a likelihood it will prevail on its claim this particular vertical merger in this specific industry may substantially lessen competition. This is why winning this case is so important to Microsoft. It's not a slam dunk, but it certainly bolsters their case when it comes to the FTC suing them about this merger in August. I mean, could we see the FTC drop the case given the outcome of this particular case and the findings of the judge? The judge has basically said here, Microsoft's commitments to PlayStation and Call of Duty and bringing Activision titles to cloud gaming and all of that is absolutely sufficient and could be taken at their word because it's in writing, in public and in the court. To the contrary, The record evidence points to more consumer access to Call of Duty and other Activision content. The motion for a preliminary injunction is therefore denied. Wow. And Brad Smith here, CEO, we're grateful to the court in San Francisco for this quick and thorough decision and hope other jurisdictions will continue working towards a timely resolution. As we demonstrated consistently throughout this process, we are committed to working creatively and collaboratively to address regulatory concerns. So there you go. As I said, absolutely massive bombshell news in favor of Microsoft. It certainly bolsters their case when they go against the FTC again in August. And a very strong indication that on the evidence provided, the concessions that Microsoft have made, in particular to Call of Duty and making it available on other platforms, in particular to making Activision Blizzard titles available on cloud gaming services, is very, very strong. As I said, it's not the end of the game, but certainly a massive sway in Microsoft's favor. And could it be that we're already seeing the impact of this case on other cases against Microsoft in regards to this Activision Blizzard deal? Following this bombshell announcement, Microsoft and UK regulators agreed to pause their Activision battle to continue negotiation. So back to Tom at The Verge, and this is just announced. The Microsoft and UK's Competition and Markets Authority have both agreed to pause their legal battle. So, again, context. The UK's Competition and Market Authority had denied or, said they were going to block the Microsoft Activision Blizzard deal because they felt that it was anti-competitive when it came to cloud gaming. Now, you can discuss the merits of that case, but Microsoft felt that the UK CMA's conclusion was arrived at on ill-informed information, and they were taking it to a tribunal to have that decision overturned. Well, it seems the impact of the judge's announcement just now of the FTC case has had an impact on this, and it seems the UK Competition and Markets Authority and Microsoft are going to get back round the table and have a conversation and try and work out a way through the issues that the UK Competition and Markets Authorities have, rather than going to tribunal. Are the dominoes beginning to topple? Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments below and all of that. I really appreciate your time. And make sure you hit the likes on this video because I like it, YouTube likes it, and it helps people like you find content like this. And if you are new here, I do loads of Xbox gaming news and stuff like that, and I have a live Xbox podcast. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, toggle the notification bell, and that way you'll know when I go live with content just like this. And talking of content like this, check out my content over here. Thanks for watching.